Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honors, and glories unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Hakodash. Double honors to my apostles, elders, and great millstone that do it even well. Peace, blessings, and salutations be unto the members of the elect. The Collective One Third. Shalom. This is Brother Dawada from GMS Detroit Camp coming at you with another video through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Hakodash. Today I want to do a video going into the C-Hip. And now do I'm Ratzazah, which means Lord's will, this video will be edifying. So, all I did was type in micro C-hip implant, right? Now, there's 3 articles that I want to go into. So let's start with the first one. It says, the C-hip girl. Woman's micro C-hip implant in her hand goes viral. This article is dated October 4th, 2022. A woman from Las Vegas, Nevada, has garnered more than 3 million followers on social media for showing what she can do with a micro C-hip implant implanted in the back of her hand. Okay? It says, Burgundy Waller has called her husband a tech genius. She had a C-hip implanted in her hand a little more than 2 years ago. It serves as a key to the couple's mansion. The Daily Mail reports her husband programmed the C-hip for her. Waller is known as the C-hip girl in her TikTok videos. She shares what the C-hip can do, like unlocking doors, drawers, closets, and other storage areas throughout their lavish home just by touching them. All right. Now, of course, you got her showing off this clip. This is definitely, all right, being pushed by CBN News, a major news station. The reason why they're pushing this out is to put that vibration of taking the C-hip out there. Because, these people, they're extremely simple. Monkey see, monkey do. They see it on TV, then they want to do it. In one video, Waller contends that getting C-hipped means never having to carry or worry about losing her key. In another video, she reveals her husband had an even more advanced C-hip implanted in his hand. His C-hip can store information, right, going into the word charagma, all right, the word chip, or rather the word mark is charagma in the Greek, which means a thing implanted, a thing inserted, all right. Let's go to Revelation 13. See, this is all gearing up for that time. All right, the time where they make the C-hip mandatory, all right, the time where they implement it. Okay, that's why you see articles like that coming out, because we're definitely within those times. Okay, Revelation 13:16. And he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. When you go into this word mark, the word there is charagma. Okay. See here, Strong's G, which is the G stands for Greek. 5480 charagma, a stamp and imprinted mark. A mark branded upon horses, just like if you were branding cattle or a horse, you take a hot iron and then you stick it on the skin of the animal, and then once you pull that iron out, what gets left behind? A mark, which shows that animal belongs to that master. So what they're trying to do is use the karax, which is the needle, right? When you go into the word of the word charagma, the word there's karax, which means a pale or stake, a palisade. When you look at a stake or a palisade, it looks just like a needle, right? It looks just like a needle. Just like if you were outside, you had a tent, that sharp nail, all right, that you use, and you got a hammer, you use the hammer to hammer the nail down into the ground, okay? That sharp thing that looks like a big old nail, that's like unto that needle. It looks just like it. And it's like unto a stake. What's the similarities between a stake and a palisade and a needle? They all have a sharp point and is used to pierce. All right? And that's what they're going to try to do. They're going to try to pierce through the individual skin with that karax. Okay? Now, the point of me getting this word is to get the root of the word karax. Okay? When you get the root of that word, okay, that word there is grapho, which means what? To write, with reference to the form of the letters. All right? So it goes into writings because you can store information on that C-hip. So when we jump back to this article, it says what? In another video, she reveals her husband had an even more advanced C-hip implanted in his hand. His C-hip can store information, including his social media accounts and websites. There you go. Grapho. She also explained how another version of the C-hip could store her credit card information, which is something she says she wants. See? So it's going to be used in order to buy and to sell. See? Now, you can go into more of that article. Like I said, all I did was type in microchip implant, and that popped up. Now, this is another article. And this one says, let me see. All right, there we go. It says, the man with a micro C-hip, Slakia. The man with the micro C-hip that allows him to buy things with his body. You see the clown here, right? It says, Ian Busutil Naughty doesn't have to worry about forgetting his phone or his bank card when he goes to shop. Why? That's because the TV presenter has recently installed a micro C-hip in his hand, which allows him to make what? Financial transactions with his own body. Revelation 13 and verse 16 again. And he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Scroll down to verse 17, right? And that no man might buy or sell, save he, meaning except he, that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So you won't be able to buy or sell unless you have that C-hip. See? It's all lining up. You can't buy and sell with sin. You can't buy and sell with Christianity. It says the C-hip uses the same technology that is found in bank cards, and smartphones, So Busutil Naughty can simply wave his left hand over a contactless card reader. See? It says, quote, I love technology, end quote, said the 44-year-old. I feel that this is the future, and I want to be part of it as it starts. Busutil Naughty, who also hosts technology television program Gadgets, is among the first people in Malta to implant a credit card C-hip for purchasing items. Ian's dream to get implanted with the C-hip has finally arrived. See, so they're definitely pushing out this C-hip propaganda. We're in those times. This will be the final one. BBC News, right? Dated April 11, 2022. So just a few months ago. The microchip implants that let you pay with your what? With your hand. You can't make this up. Patrick Paulman causes a stir whenever he pays for something in a shop or restaurant. This is because the 37-year-old doesn't need to use a bank card or his mobile phone to pay. Instead, he simply places his left hand near the contactless card reader, and the payment goes through. The reactions I get from cashiers are priceless, says Mr. Paulman, a security guard from the Netherlands. He's able to pay using his hand because back in 2019 he had a contactless payment micro C-hip injected under his skin. All right? Karagma, Karax, Grapho. Okay? So you what does the scripture say? Let's go to Romans 13. Romans 13, I believe it's verse 12. See, the Most High is making this abundantly clear. Romans 13:11, that knowing the time, that now it is high time to wake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than when we believed. We're in those times. Okay? Everything's coming down to the wire. Soon the C-hip is going to be implemented. All right? Then, of course, you got Jacob's trouble. All right? World War III. And then, of course, the destruction of this wicked society. So we're definitely within those times. All praises, honors, and glories be unto Yahweh, Bashim Yom Shai, Bashim Kodash. The blindness of my apostles, the elders, the great millstone, they're doing their well. Peace, blessings, and salutations be unto the members of the elect. They're afflicting the one third. With that being said, Shalom. Barak Akim, the fewest that listen. Shalom.